Let me ask you this. Are you still putting your reference contact details on your resume? Top of the morning, everyone. My name is Tshidi and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that most job seekers actually overlook, but could be the reason why the applications aren't sometimes making the impact. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to handle references the right way. There's a few problems that come with putting the references on your resume. The first thing is wasted value space. Your CV is a prime real estate, and recruiters spend on average maybe a minute or so on your application initially. And remember here, guys, I'm saying initially. I'm trying to understand what information that you currently have. That's why every inch of your CV actually needs to showcase your skills, your achievements, and the value that you bring to that job. Listing references on the other side, that's a space better used for other powerful accomplishments or any skills that directly speak to that particular job. So I wouldn't advise anybody to actually put that. And also think of a CV as a movie trailer. Show the best highlight, not the credits. The second thing is premature disclosure. Now, including your references up front is also giving away all your cards before you've even sat at the table. Most companies don't check references until after the interview phase. So why are you giving them the references at the beginning? Sharing them early exposes your contacts to the unnecessary calls or emails. Worse, it could also put your job at risk if your boss gets that surprise call that they actually didn't know was coming. The other thing that recruiters tend to do is, let's say for example you are a developer and they're looking for a development manager and they see that you've actually listed your previous manager or your current manager as a development manager. Recruiters could also use those contact details to contact that development manager to try and entice them to come and join this particular company. So you're basically making the headhunt easier for the recruiters. The third thing that you also need to consider is the privacy breach. Have you ever asked your references if they're okay with our contact details being shared widely? Your CV might end up in very unexpected places like recruiters' databases or someone's inbox. Sharing their phone numbers or emails without consent could also lead to frustrations or even legal issues in some instances. So what should you then do instead? Number one is you have to use this magic phrase. And I know I've always asked candidates to use it sometimes, is instead of listing references, just simply add a line at the bottom of your CV that says references available upon request. This keeps your CV clean, professional, while signaling to the recruiters that you actually have references that are ready when you are. Number two, prepare a separate document. Have a dedicated reference document ready to be updated with the contact details and a short description of your relationship with each one of the referees. Only share it when requested, ideally after an interview when the employer shows serious interest. The third thing that you also need to do is to notify the references in advance. Before you actually send out their contact details, always give your references at least a heads up to say, hey, you might get a call from this company asking you about this, that about me. Please, can you put in a good word for me? Let them know which companies might be reaching out to them, the roles that you're actually applying for, so that they can actually tailor the feedback to help you with that particular job that you might be looking for. Let's do a little quick recap of what we actually just talked about. Number one is don't waste space on your CV by listing references. Two, protect your referees' privacy as well as avoid premature disclosures. The third thing you need to remember is use phrases like references available upon request and prepare a document separately for later stages. Now, this is also very important because some references are very good for specific industries. What I'd like you guys to do from today is, if you still have references that are listed on your resume, remove them immediately and replace them with something that makes your CV stand out. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share some of these tips with some of your friends. And let's meet in the comments and actually discuss some of the things that you've actually had happening whenever you actually shared your references prematurely. Until we meet again, peace.